Hello everyone and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. In the last episode we cleaned up a lot of the kind of loose stuff that was hanging around in the northeastern quadrant, and this episode we're going to be going on with one of these two islands. We can't access the Isle of Ruins at the moment because of a cyclone in front of it, so we are instead going to be going to the Isle of the Dead. Got a bit of salvage to do along the way, so I will do that first. The eagle-eyed among you, by the way, might have noticed that my ship has changed a little bit. We have got a lot of parts from the dignified ship, which is basically the Titanic, including first day. Oh my god, fucking kill me! First episode of a new recording session, and boy, can you tell. But yeah, it's just basically the Titanic complete with I'm Flying Jack balcony kind of on the front. We've also got the iron ship on the back and the golden chimney of all things sticking out of there. Anyway, yeah, we've got the red cannon as well, which is also part of the dignified set. Right, I will see you having salvaged. Oh, we actually haven't got that, so I will just take that without even needing to reroll. Wonderful. Right, with that, I was like, did we got that? But actually that came up earlier, and then we accidentally, thinking it was impossible, re-rolled it into the Golden Prow. Anyway, with that, we can actually head over properly to the Isle of the Dead. Seems deserted for now, but this place wasn't always empty. I wonder if there's some secret hidden here somewhere. How about you, kid? What are you doing? I'll be fixing the ship. Go find yourself some adventure on this island. Well, there we go. It is strange that the Isle of the Dead has a post box, but here we go. This is a letter from Beedle. Here goes. Silver membership notice. Thank you for continuing to support my stores. Hi, it's me, Beedle. Your recent purchase points now put you at points at 20. Yay for you. Still can't talk. Still the first recording revenue section. Oh. I'm just gonna hopefully warm up to this. Aren't I, of course? Yes. Even you can speak better than me this episode. As thanks, please find an attached freebie card. Ooh, free. Use it on any of my swords. Beedle. Bye. So yes, this gets you a freebie card, which lets you buy one thing from Beedle for free. Can be handy if you haven't bought that heart container for $2 yet, but as I say, cash is meaningless in this game, so there we go. No, don't try and jump up there. There's too many things in the way. You can't do it. You can't do it. Ow! Fucking Christ. I told you you couldn't do it. There were 3 things to the right of the table. There was my drink, a candle, and my hand. And he was like, I'll jump on the hand. I know I can get good grip in there. So he fucking dug his idiot claws into my hand, didn't you? And based on the smell, I think his tail got caught in the candle because it smells of singed in here. You're an idiot, cat. Oh, he's just curled up on top of my desk and gone to sleep. Of course he has. Curled up next to the quillfish, as you do. Anyway, with that, we can actually... Oh, nope, I don't want to head in there quite yet. I actually want to post something in the post box. We're going to post the prize postcard that we got from the Man of Smiles. And maybe that'll do something. Genuinely, it is random. Sometimes, basically, you get sometimes a treasure, sometimes a ship part, sometimes nothing in a few days' time. Real-time days. And actually, that's probably not going to do anything, given that I'm planning on recording the entire rest of the game tonight. So, well, we'll see. Look, on top of that dust... Look, on top of that desk, there's a book there, Doctor. The Journal of the Esteemed Explorer McNay. Normally a map on a map, up is north and down is south and right is east and west is left. But looking at a map today, I discovered the secret of this island. This island is shaped like a profile of someone wearing a crown. He is looking east, and if you look closely, you can see his eye and mouth. This took me fucking forever to notice. So that's his kind of little eyeball there. That's his mouth, and that's his little kind of beard, and he's looking off that way. This is like a crown that he's wearing. It was hard to tell, to say the least. I spent quite a lot of time, the first time I played this, being like, how? Because I was looking at the entire island, rather than just a bit on the right. I think the entire rest of the island is just kind of a ruse. There we go. Now I'm betting there's a big secret about the Cobble Kingdom hidden here. I still haven't found the treasure that is supposed to be in this room. Tomorrow I'm planning on going to the temple in the northeastern corner. Some real good hints here. It's time to prove what I wrote in the article for Explorer's Compass. There is supposed to be some absurdly cryptic puzzle or trick there. But with my keen explorer sense, I should have solved it before lunch. I will find the Aquanine and show them all. Aquanine? Do you think the pure metal is on this island? Well, it's worth looking. There's a bunch of books around. Let's read them. Oh yeah, it absolutely stinks in here. That cat absolutely singed his fucking tail on the candle. Ugh. Anyway, yes, we've got 4 books here, so let's read them. They contain interesting hints and background on this island. Explorer's Compass, Riddle of the Lost Ancient Civilization. Riddle. Fucking kill me. The Riddle of the The Riddle of the Cobble Kingdom. This is going to be a long episode, because I can't fucking talk. The Riddle of the Cobble Kingdom Civilization. In seas ruled by the Ocean King, the cultured Cobble Kingdom soared above all. It was more glorious than any other city until it vanished from history. Ruled by the king and his 4 knights, the temple once held great treasure. Volume 2, Hidden Treasures, the Aquanine. 3 great treasures are hidden around these seas. One is the Aquanine. Legend has it there is but one of each of these pure metals in the world. Legend also says that one of the pure metals is kept in the Cobble Kingdom. Volume 3, Lost Kingdom. Where did the Island of Dreams go? Some say there is treasure in the Cobble Kingdom, but no one has seen the island. Only the ancient legend remains. Some say it is an island of dreams. Proof must be found on the Isle of the Dead to reach the Cobble Kingdom. The small island of the Cobble Kingdom. In fact, in the area near the Cobble Kingdom, in the area of ocean near the Cobble Kingdom, there is an uncharted isle. Wonders are commonplace in this kingdom of dreams. I guess that's just referring to Maze Island. But either way, the initial one referred to a treasure hidden in this room. If you didn't have that hint, it would be very hard to know, but it's there. And so begins the most obnoxious maze in the game. Actually, no, this is the game that brought you the Temple of the Ocean King, so absolutely not. This is the Rupor maze. The annoying thing about this maze is I don't even mind the loss of cash. I would just tank it and walk through. But every single time you pick up a Rupor, it does the little cutscene. You'll notice I shot that keys out of the air with the bow and arrow. Don't... Trust me, I learned this the hard way. Don't use the fucking boomerang on them, because the boomerang will pick up every Rupor between you and them on the line, and then you'll be trapped in for about a minute as you kind of hoover all them up. But when you get to the end, because it's of course this game, it gives you more money than it could possibly have taken away from you. So there you go. A couple of these chests contain ship parts. I'm actually going to create a restore point first. I'm rerolling every ship part for the rest of the game, obviously, because I want to get all of them. Oh, the golden wheel! A 4th golden part! We've been really lucky with golden parts, I must say. They don't all contain ship parts. This one contains a treasure map. This Rupor maze is absolutely worth doing, by the way. You get a ship part, you get a treasure map. You get a courage gem. Getting towards the end of our courage gems now as well. And I'm going to create another restore point, because we actually have another ship part upcoming. The Fear Cannon! Literally, all 3 we've got so far today, I haven't even had to reroll. We've just got new shit entirely. Genuinely, we've actually, since I told you about rerolling, I think we've only done it once or twice. Actually, most of the time we haven't needed to, which is pretty fucking cool, I will admit. Anyway, with that, oh, fuck off. With that, we can actually head outside into the kind of main Isle of the Dead. So there's quite a lot we can potentially do here. Well, it looks like there is, but oh, he likes. I'm just going to kill these guys quickly. Still not perfected the art of throwing the bomb into them. And by perfect, I mean literally never done it. Ah, a new enemy, this is Stelphos. Hit him once and he crumbles, hit his head and he dies. This place up to the top left, which continues to be a graveyard, is off limits to us. If we read this tablet, it says, "Here rest the 6 sages to whom the way to the temple is known. Those who do not know the way will never pass the phantom corridor." So, we will come back there in a second. Some of these, as you can see here, some of these bones are Stelphos, others aren't. So it's kind of a little bit random. There's a crystal switch up on a pedestal there. But what we're actually aiming for here is this kind of pyramid in the top right, which is apparently the jewel in the king's crown, if you follow that interpretation of the map. So, let's head in. We've got some keys here. But there's these 2 tablets. The resting place of the 4th knight, Brant of the Cobble Kingdom. Phantom corridor ahead. Those without the way of the 6 sages are doomed. The sacred tree goes from the king's chin. West 13 and north 7. Let's write that down. West 13, north 7. It'll become clear over the course of this episode and the next, but I actually really like this kind of third pure metal. It has a lot of genuinely really good puzzles that make you think and take good advantage of the fact that you can make notes and stuff like that. The path to the graveyard where the 6 sages dwell, hidden underground. If we head through here, there is a dead body. Who knew it would come to this? My name is McNay. I should probably do his voice then. I was once a famous explorer. I entered before solving the entrance puzzle and came to the Phantom Corridor. But I could not get out, and look at what happened. This maze is a madness. If you don't know which way to go, you'll end up walking in circles. Circles! If I keep going down, I should be able to reach the entrance. If you haven't solved the puzzle yet, find the entrance while you can. Otherwise, you'll end up like me and run out of energy. Before you're able to find the exit, curse to remain here forever. Yes, it's the classic Zelda thing of the endless kind of corridor. So, as you can see... Hey, we're back here again. Head up again. We're back here again. Let's just leave. I don't know how he wasn't able to find his way out, but there we go. Anyway, with that, we do want to head down to the Chin, because there's a tree down there, west 13, north 7, which apparently helps us. So here is... Oh, that's a rupee, like a get. Oh, yeah. So, this is the tree in question. We need to go west 13, north 7. Right. Fortunately, there are tiles on the ground for you to count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we can use these ones on the right here to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit. There we go. When I poked at the thing, I must have been off by 1. So here, obviously that cracked wall is hugely demanding of our attention, so let's head in there. Weirdly, this is actually not the way to go. This is a little secret off to the side, which gives you, because it's this game, an absolute crap ton of money. As well with a chest which contains a power gem. Because as you can see, we're getting to the end of all our gems now. 20 of each. Face west from the King's Eye and shoot an arrow. Thank you for the hint. On we go. Now, the actual way you're supposed to go is around to the left here, but it really does seem like the whole way the camera works when you go in makes it look like going through that cracked wall is actually what you're supposed to do, and this actually feels more out of the way. I swear, I think they are just following a static pattern, but it feels sometimes like these boulders really do come at you. This one's following me. They're not following me. They can't turn or anything like that. It's just they bounce around a bit weirdly. But anyway, when we get to the end... we pop up on the King's Eye. As you can see on the map, that's where I drew that gammy-looking eye earlier. There's a chest there which contains a treasure map, which is also in this quadrant. They're basically all in this quadrant for the rest of the game. There's not that many left. There's 31 in total, and I must have 27, 8-ish at the moment. I haven't got my notes up, so I can't actually see, but there we go. And then we also need to head west from the King's Eye and shoot. What the... There we go. And that opens the way over to the Sage's Graveyard, which is where we're going to head now. So, we've got a lot of gravestones to read here. And the first stage, go north through the first room. So, 1, N. And the second stage, go east through the second room. 2, E. Oh, Christ, I accidentally poked to the bottom of the screen. Actually, I can get rid of that now because I actually don't need it anymore. I poked like the bottom of the screen, and because of the way the resistive screen works on this, if you're poking in 2 places at once, it gives you the average of those 2 points, hence it's only went there to the bottom right. And the third stage, go east through the third room. 3, E. Fucking Linebeck ship's in the way. Number 4. And the fourth stage, go north through the fourth room. That rhymes. 4, and... that looks more like a W, but there we go. Fuck off, Salvage. Most of the words have been worn off and can't be read. Fortunately, of the various ones that have been worn away and can't be read, apparently they don't contain important instructions for the Phantom Corridor, which is very fortunate. The fifth stage, go north through the fifth room. 5, and most of these you'll notice are north and east. And then we've got another 2 up here. Most of the words have been worn off and can't be read. And the sixth stage, the sixth room, is where Brant was laid to rest. Very fortunate that, yeah, the 6 ones that maybe have just been looked after more, but the 6 sages are the ones that are surviving, so there we go. I'll be complaining about that this episode and next episode, but this island would be really interesting if it add some different music. I think music and the look of places are really important for like setting the scene, and the fact that, and now we're here to this music again from the Temple of the Ocean King. I'm just going to follow what I wrote down, by the way. So north, weirdly, which does bring us back here, then east. Every time you are going to see McNay in the middle, but you just got to ignore him. But yeah, the repetitive music of this game, I think, really does stop it from creating what would be otherwise quite memorable areas. Like this and the next land are both potentially quite memorable, but they fade away just because of really generic music, for me. I know music doesn't matter as much to some people as me. Like, it was a huge issue I had with Breath of the Wild. Very few places had that much memorable music, nor did memorable moments. But it really does kind of harm, for me, this game's immersion. Anyway, we've made it to the end, which is this chamber.
This is where the dead of the Cobble Kingdom, long ago fallen, lay at rest. I am one of the 4 knights chosen by the king. I am the 4th knight, Brant. Those spirits you have with you, they are power, wisdom, and courage, yes? Why are the 3 spirits of the Ocean Kingdom king with you? Wow. I can't believe what has happened to the Ocean King while we slept. So that is why you are looking for the Aquanine. We grew rich under the Ocean King's protection. We must do something. I believe that our King Muto has the Aquanine you're looking for. If you explain your quest, you may convince him to give it to you. Venture forth through the door.
Up we go then, I guess. So this brings us out onto this kind of loose little island here, which has the Regal Necklace. This mysterious necklace is adorned with curious gems. Oh, and Brant's here again.
King Muto, holder of the Aquanine, is not here. He is on the island that is guarded by a rock wall, the Isle of Ruins. You'll need that Regal Necklace to get there. That will calm the cyclone at the entrance so your boat may pass. There we go. There, look for the 3rd knight, Bremure. Got it? Yes. Go now. I must return to my slumber.
And with that, that's exactly what we need to do. So I will join you back at sea. Whoa, looks like you did it. How about we set sail? How about we do? Of course, we're not going to go directly to the Isle of Ruins because we've actually got a fair few treasures to get. 3, actually, and Jolene's kicking around. But we're going to start with this one that's off to the west of Maze Island. Oh, here we go. I found ye, Linebeck. It's been ages since our last encounter. That's not true. I spent the entirety of last fucking episode dealing with your bullshit. Can I shoot her with a cannon? I've actually never tried that until now. Does it slow her down at all? Absolutely not. I think we're just running from her at this point. Ah, fuck. Come on, get moving, man. Ugh. Oh, that's weird. Her sword was stuck spinning there. Did you see that? Ah. You should really learn to give a girl a break, you hear me? Well, with that, Linebeck will give us an increasing amount of money. Oh no, he doesn't, he just stopped giving us money for it anyway. Anyway, we're going to hit Beetle first, and then, since he's literally in the way, and see if he has any new stuff to sell, and then we'll head to that salvage. If you didn't see anything from me from Beetle, assume he had nothing. Vintage hull. I don't think I've actually got that. No, I haven't. I'll get that with my freebie card, because if there's one thing I need from this game, it's more money. And then what's his second ship part for sale? The wood handrail, which I also don't think I have. That's very handy as well. So much of... Actually, no, that's a tropical ship, not the vintage ship. But anyway, we'll buy it. I'm just genuinely curious if every single ship part I come across this episode is going to be something new. I'm actually running quite low on cash. That was really expensive. I wasn't paying attention how much that was, but clearly it was absolutely thousands. Well, we're a gold member, which means we get 20%, because I was suddenly like... The only thing that made me notice was my cash was draining down rapidly, and then it was suddenly like, oh, you've got 99 points. So clearly I spent a shit ton of money on that, but oh well, I'll just go and treasure tell us some stuff in a bit. Anyway, 20% off all merchandise and an incredible prize. You should receive it in the mail within a week, and again, I think that's a real-time week, but there we go. Oh, platinum membership is a thing. How much? Oh, 800 quid! Good lord, we will have to go and sell some stuff. Well... I'll do that shortly. For now, let's go and salvage. Well, my luck had to run out eventually. Let's re-roll. Oh, it's doing this thing again. I think stone and demon ship seem to be potentially cursed. And yet, golden hull. They're not cursed at all. Oh, this is wow. We've got 5 of the golden parts. I'm gonna go actually put some of them on now because also I have actually dinged up the salvage arm a little bit, so I do need to go and repair that anyway. I can steal some treasure, so we'll just end the episode. We'll just nip back to Mercury quickly. We're just gonna end the episode in the Isle of Ruins, but he says with no idea how long this episode's been. I've been recording this session for 30 minutes, so it's definitely less than 30, but Beyond that, who knows? I do vaguely estimate the times out and stuff like that, but frankly, that doesn't take account for things like, you know, oh, I flubbed, or my cat set its tail on fire, or dumbass things like that, which invariably, you know, make the actual recordings much longer than I planned them to. Always. I aim for 20-minute episodes. If you look at the average breakdown of episodes, you'll see how rarely I actually hit 20 minutes. But 30 minutes is fine, hence why, you know, if you aim for 20 minutes, you're normally going to clock in around 30. Sometimes I have episodes where I'm like, hey, I want to do certain things, and this episode's thing was, you know, do the Isle of the Dead and associated stuff. Why is this going off? Oh, is this the results of my prize postcard, maybe? No, it's a letter from Beadle. Oh, it's my gold membership. Oh, it doesn't actually arrive in a real-time week. That's pretty good. Gold membership notice. He says his usual thing, which means... Oh, I get a compliment card. Oh, that just means he says something nice to you. Which isn't as good as it seems. They didn't actually give me anything, though, did he? Right, let's go swap the ship stuff a bit. Ah, our ship stamina is now 6, because gold parts count for more. So normally it's 4 of a part gets you 5 hearts, and 6 or more of it gets you 6 hearts. With the gold, 4 gold parts gets you 5, and then you get 6, which is the only way. No, 8. You get a lot more for having all of the golden parts. We gotta have all of them. But just for having some of them on, we got actually quite a boost there. But I've mixed it and matched with some other stuff as well, just to keep it a bit more visually different. Man, we seem to get stoneholes everywhere, but they are apparently worth 800 quid, which is quite a little surprising. So with that, look upon the absolute horrific monstrosity that is my ship. I'll warp over to the Isle of the Dead and we'll see it. Oh shit, no, not Salvage. Still don't really know what happened to Salvage anyway, because I've never really wanted to play the Salvage game enough to find out. And when I said Isle of the Dead, I meant Isle of Ruins. I always get those two confused. They've got very similar sounding names, and it's unclear which one's the Dead and what's the Ruins. The first one we did is the Dead, whereas actually the Isle of Ruins has at least 4 dead people on it, because there's the other 3 knights plus King Muto, whereas that one's only got 1 dead on it, and I'd argue there's more Stalfos in it. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's head over to the lower one first. And yeah, so we've got the tropical prow on the front, we've got the sickle anchor, we've got the shell wheels, as well as the sea pony cannon, and we've got the peaceful bridge there, and everything else is golden. It's a feast for the senses, is what this ship currently is. Anyway, let's head over to the salvage point. Well, actually, no, we'll have a look when the cyclone goes down. I don't think we've seen Georgs yet in this game, by the way. They always come in 3s, and then after a while, one of them will jump up like that, which means it's coming towards you, and then sometimes they will breach into the air. Because that's the only way you can actually hit them, is if they breach, then you can hit them with the cannon. It's actually the only way to get rid of them. I heard one doing it there, he just landed, yeah. But either way, let's head through to this cyclone. What? Did you see that, kid? The cyclone, it just vanished. I guess that story about the necklace opening up the way was true after all. So now this gives us our first real clear look at the Isle of Ruins, which has got several pyramids on it, as well as a lot of like boxy stuff. This is actually one of very few islands in this game. This is a gripe I have with this game. It actually looks like it does. It really saddens me how many of the islands look really cool from the sea. Like the Isle of Ember is this massive volcano, and then you see it, it's just the actual map that loads in is a little uninspiring, we'll put it this way. But the Isle of Ruins is actually... Oh yeah, there's another temple over there. Basically... Oh shit, don't do that, Salvage. Yeah, as we'll see next episode, there's one for each of the 3 knights we need to find, because we've already found the 4th knight, and then one for King Muto himself. Anyway, let's salvage. Oh no! I swear I'm not stupid, there was a current at the bottom. Told you that can happen, by the way. Yeah, literally on the tiny bit at the bottom there, you can see there's a current going from right to the left, literally just where the chest is. And it stops, and then it starts again here. This is a bit of an obnoxious one when it comes to currents. Well, let's haul her up. This one contains a ship part, so I'll prep to reload. Reroll, even. Ah, the insect wheel. I've already got that one as well. I'm not going to actually bother showing all of the ones that we haven't got, frankly. I'll just cut until we've rerolled into something I'm happy with. If in doubt, by the way, when you see me opening ship parts from here, assume I've always rerolled them. Because I might just edit it together. The first one you see will be something new. But I'll let you know if it hasn't been rerolled, I guess. Like most of this episode genuinely hasn't been. This is very much wanting to give me a wheel, isn't it? And it's interesting, some of the ones that give me the demon ship, or the stone ship, also gave me the golden one. I think maybe the type of part is locked? Interesting. Rock wheel? I think I've learned something. This one's stuck on wheels. I think these ones may be locked to types, because, you know, I got my golden hull, the same one that was on hulls. It got me the tropical prow once, and then I re-rolled that into the golden prow. This one is definitely stuck on wheels, and wheels is a very unlikely one, because there's only one wheel we actually don't have at this stage. Especially now we've got the golden wheels, so I think I might give up on re-rolling this one, just because there are better ways to grind these out later then, which don't have anywhere near as much of the time as sitting and watching this grappling over and over again, so... Unless this happens to be the red wheel now. No, it's the insect wheel again. Fuck it, yep. We'll call it on that. And we'll just end the episode with one final salvage up here. Frankly, I've been bloody lucky this episode when it comes to what I have managed to salvage up into the ship parts I have got, so I can handle not having one, frankly. I wonder if it's time-based. I wonder if what you're going to get is based on... I know a lot of things do random number generation based on a clock, and I wonder if this is just some division of a clock, and as such, with the salvage ones, you're always limited in how much you can re-roll it, because you can't wait a different amount of time when you're always... Like, by the time you're salvaging, you're absolutely, like, a fixed distance away from drawing it up to the surface in terms of time. It's given me a lot to think about. It really activates the statistician parts of my brain. Does whatever the fuck is actually going on with what caused the randomness in treasures in this game. Well, ship parts specifically in this game. Anyway, let's bring this one up to the surface. Not making a restore point here, because if my notes are correct, this one is not in fact a ship part. Yeah, it's one of those rare treasures, which is salvages, which is just a treasure. It's not a ship part, nor is it Sand of Hours. There's about 2 or 3 of them in total, so there we go. Well, thank you very much for watching. We have gone to the Isle of the Dead. We got the Regal Necklace, which opened up our way to the Isle of Ruins, and we'll be exploring that thoroughly next episode. It's really good. I really enjoy the Isle of the Dead generally, but I'd say the Isle of Ruins that we'll be doing next episode is just as good. It's just some really cool puzzly stuff. Hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.